What's good, everybody? It's your girl Nikki St. Clair with another Black Screen production. And this time I wanted to talk about the Royce Reed Dwight Howard debacle. I've said it once, and there's a video saying it, and I'll say it again. Weekend dick equals weekend dad. Okay? So, to put it plainly, Royce was a cheerleader while Dwight was the jock on the team. And even though everyone was against them being together or fraternizing, they went ahead and did it. And they had a child. Okay, so it's all over the internet about this child doing this, that, and the third. And Royce being the mother that she is. And I don't know what it is about black mothers and their black sons, but they will usually hold them up when they're right or wrong. Even if you're the baby's mom and your baby daddy is cheating on you, has 3 babies on the way, that mother is going to stand in between you and her son. She will knock you out even if you're right. Because she don't want her son to do it and go to jail. She will be there through thick and thin for her son. She will protect him at all costs. She will mortgage her house, drain her bank account to get the bail money, co-sign a car, co-sign a loan to send him to college. The saying is mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Okay? So basically, that's what we're dealing with here. She knows some information about her son, and she chooses to protect him, which is doing more harm to him and the world as opposed to nipping the problem in the bud. And it really, really breaks my heart because even with me as a child, I was humped on by my peers as we were as young as 4 or 5 years old. Or maybe I was 8. I was playing with a girl, and at my mom's best friend's house, and she want to hump on me. I ain't got near nothing to hump with, but just being sexual and just touching and doing things and exploring things because they either saw it on TV. I know my play cousin had access to the VHS tapes in the back of the closet of his parents' room, and he would play those tapes. And if I did not say no, who knows what could have happened to me? And what if, he had taken on a forceful attitude? Trauma could have happened to me in my very young adolescent age, but I just want to say the bottom line is weekend dad equals weekend dick. 9 times out of 10, the father of the child or that donor will usually love the child as he loves the mother. If he never really got to get to know you, if you were just kind of a thing to do because you were available on a Saturday night, or he just wanted to do a drive-by and it felt good, to be wanted or needed or feel attractive, just even if it's just for a moment, right? There's that magic, there's that spark, it happens. It happens a lot more than you know. And that's why you have a lot of women that are walking around Walmart with ashy, crusty feet in the back and sandals, and their toes aren't done. and they're like 400 pounds, and they got two babies in the cart and pregnant with rainbow hair, and just unattractive because you know what? They were available. They were available. Um, some would view a lot of women as desperate. I know for a fact BBWs are viewed as desperate or easy. It's usually someone who is easy or very promiscuous, or unattractive, or what society would say is not attractive. Unfortunately, those are the ones that become very, very fertile, right? Or they are very fertile. And a lot of times, those are the ones you ain't going to be able to talk into taking them to the clinic. Okay? So, you know, and a lot of times, the girls that are needy or unattractive or kind of crazy, their drive is already up there. So they're already sitting on ready. And you could just feel it in the air, the magnetism. And men can feel that. And they want what they want when they want it. A lot of them in hindsight will tell you they thought with the wrong head and it was a moment of passion. Sometimes these women end up having two and three by the same man. And what's mistaken to her as love is he's just addicted. He's addicted. He's pissed on the tree. The tree belongs to him. He's territorial, no matter what you look like, and it's just really unfortunate. But the man, he'll come sniffing back around. He'll just come back sniffing around. I don't really know what Sarah is talking about, but anyways. So the bottom line is, a lot of times when men return or they come back sniffing around, they want what they want. And it's mistaken for love or an opportunity to gain or earn the person that the woman themselves have love for. Um, and it's really unfortunate because we feel like, oh, I'm going to have this baby. I'm going to have somebody that really loves me. I know. And a lot of times the women, they know, y'all, that man don't love them. That man don't want nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with the future. They ain't met no family. They ain't met no friends. You can't get them to walk down the street to the 7-Eleven with you on the street. You can't even, some of them won't even be seen in the car with you. Knowing he wants nothing to do with you. But you're going to just hold on to a little souvenir and hope that he'll get to know and love and learn you as well as the child that you guys have created. And it doesn't always work like that. And then you have this child that may look exactly like him. So you have fallen in love with the child. You want to do everything for the child to make sure the child has everything he or she needs and be a good mother because you're hoping that, look, I'm taking care of our child. Look at me. I'm achieving. I went back to school. I'm going to buy a house. I'm really something. And now you're getting to see and know me for who I am. And I'm doing all of this. I'm back in school. I'm a nurse. I have our child. Our child rocks the best clothes and is going to a private school. And you are hoping deep down inside as a woman that this man will take the opportunity to get to know you and try to work things out. with you. But let me tell you, it just don't work that easy. It don't work that easy. See, when a person has their mind made up and they never chose you to be the one, you could forget it. And a lot of times when a man does surrender, it means his options are few, far, and in between. It's kind of a, what have I got to lose? I guess I'll try to be with you. I guess I'll try to work it out. I ain't making the money I used to. I lost my job. I, I don't look the way that I used to look. You know, I went to jail. I got a record. So with a felony, I can't be on top no more. You know, I used to sell dope, but now I can't even be around the homies that have felonies because I got a felony, and I guess I'll be with you. You know, he done went to jail and taught that yin yang about how he misses. He feels like he missed out on being a father. He really want to be with you, this and that, because 9 times out of 10 they're using you. But when you have money and a career like Dwight Howard, or you're a rapper like Future, see, you ain't down on your luck, so you can move forward and keep it pushing. And a lot of times these men, they would rather pay a lawyer top dollar than to settle out of court or sign over their parental rights and pay you a lump sum or put up a trust for their child or do anything because they're trying to prove a point. Bitch, I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like that child. And even though that child may look exactly like them, when they look at that kid, they can't see nothing but you. And if that kid stays in company with you most of the time, 9 times out of 10, that kid talks like you, is built like you, looks like you, sounds like you, thinks like you. And if the man don't like or love you enough to be with you, he's definitely not gonna like that kid. And seeing that kid will be a constant reminder of the biggest mistake he's made, or one of the biggest mistakes he's made in his life. And when that kid gets to talking, see, they're going to be annoyed. Deep down inside, they probably wish that you would find somebody else to be with. They hope that there will be a Russell Wilson to come along and snatch you up and that kid. So I can say, good, good, good. I'm glad that my seed is doing all right. He's over there. I don't need him. I don't want to deal with her or him. Good. They're in a good position. Good. I'm going to just keep living my life. And then we'll just try to move on and forget you. Both of you. So I just want to say that be careful who you lay up with. And women, y'all know dang on well that these men, they may be attractive, they may have a lot going on, but what the hell does that have to do with you? If they only coming through to sleep with you, are they flying you out to sleep with you? That don't have nothing to do with you, my love. He already showed you who he was. I hear about girls getting left in hotel rooms, how they get a one-way ticket when they're being quote-unquote flued out, but they got to find their own way home. I just hear horror stories. And these are the women of Instagram who have gone and got their bodies done, and they got the Botox and the fake lips, and they have the top quality hair weaves. They know how to walk in high heels, and they're like little Barbie dolls. But a lot of times, the man don't want them either. And you know what's crazy? Either men like that, they end up not even settling down at all. When they settle down, you're just like, her? She's a plain Jane type of girl. She's not really with the fakeness, educated, you know, uh, not really known, hasn't been around the block, you know. Uh, he ain't got to hear, oh, she's already been with Drake. Oh, she was messing with Snoop. He don't have to hear all that. He ain't got to worry about it. And when he truly loves her, he loves her and wants to settle down with the one he truly loves. And I bet you she's going to feel the love. She's going to know this is the man for me. And eventually he'll put a ring on it. But as far as these drive-bys in these hookups on a weekend, you're not going to do anything but produce a child that does not feel loved. They're going to wonder what's wrong with them. They're never going to feel good enough. They're going to feel that resentment, you guys. They may overhear a conversation of what the father didn't do or what the mother is to the father. The child will end up confused, playing sides to where, you know, I'm going to be nice to him, so he'll be nice to me. I'm going to be nice and cater to my mama, so she'll be nice to me. But deep down inside, be confused and not have parents that love one another, won't have the support that others have. Sometimes two-parent incomes won't have that. And they themselves will begin to resent their life and themselves. And they will not like themselves. And they will bully others. And then, you know, it just doesn't end up good. They usually end up on drugs or offending people, or are going to jail, or robbing, or doing God knows what, or hanging with the wrong crowd, you know. I think back in the day they used to say juvenile delinquents. And trying to be accepted, or just getting with the group that says F it. And they'll be a part of the efforts. And they will make hell for the world. Their mother, you know, they will abuse you. They will lean on you because they know that you're going to be there always, that you're never going to say no. And, you know, when you finally do say no, they'll really let you know how they feel. I've heard kids talk to their mama like they mama got a tail, saying that's why you ain't got no man, that's why you ain't got no friends, you weak, you know, you could have had a better life. Oh yes, your own seed whom you've made so many sacrifices for, who you've protected, all your life, and you're exhausted because you've overcompensated for the parent who wants nothing to do with you guys. You've overcompensated. You've given all that you can, and here this little child, whether they have grown up or they're in their teens, no matter what, they begin to see you for who you are, and they let you have it. You know what? Because they're not old enough to appreciate and respect you. And they can't see past their own frustration and their own rage. So they let you have it, and they break you down to the lowest common denominator. And you say, oh, God, after all I've done, I can't believe that this person who I carried 9 months would talk to me like this. But in the end, they are angry. They're angry. They feel rejected, and they feel like you're in their corner. You're the closest thing to them, and they're always gonna hurt the closest person to them. They're gonna hurt the mama, the grandma, the dad, the wife, their own children, whatever's the closest thing to a person. If they are hurting, they're gonna hurt the closest person to them. And we all suffer. And this is how stereotypes are made. And I'm not gonna be on here much longer, but I do want to say that I have a lot of friends that had their children very early, and I got scared because I saw them get robbed of their life. They couldn't go nowhere, they couldn't do nothing. It was the child first. Everything they did was for the child. Even if they went to school to finish school, their motivation was to become better so that they could be a better parent and not just become better so that they could be productive in society and be successful. Some made it and some didn't. And those who made it to success, they're not happy. They're bitter, you know, and they're not outgoing. The joy is gone. You know, they're depressed. They're resentful of life. The lights in their eyes are gone. You guys, it is not worth it. It's not worth it. It's by the grace of God. I could have been a mother many times. I've never had an abortion and I've never been pregnant. But I could have been pregnant with somebody who I don't even, or by somebody who I don't even know. And then you grow to know them and you figure out that you don't like this person don't like you. Oh, that's a blow to the ego. And they do things deliberately to hurt you, make you jealous, make you feel worthless, like you're nothing. And the mudslinging starts, and you may do the same. You may get a man and kiss a man in front of your child because you already know that child is going to go back and tell their father. Or he may buy his new woman an elaborate gift because he knows that child is going to come back and let you know, yeah, daddy bought her a diamond ring. Really? Because he sure ain't been paying no child support over here. So, it's an ugly game, and nobody wins. And the biggest loser in the game is the child. And that's exactly what's going on with Royce and Dwight's son. He is lost, he's damaged, and he's toxic. And his mother's toxic for trying to, I mean, he's too far gone now for protection. You know, he's too far gone. And I know a mother's love is undying. I get it. But is it really love to allow your son to become an offender with a horrible, horrible reputation? Protecting him is nipping it in the bud and abiding by court order. But no, you want to be in denial. And you want to act like, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. And he's fun. He's gotten better. You want to lie to yourself. Just like you lied to yourself, assuming that this was a loving relationship instead of a hookup. See, you got some growing up to do. A lot of us women got some growing up to do. We need to call things for what they are. That's why if I choose to get with a guy, I already know what it is from the beginning. I already know how far to go with it, what to expect, what not to expect. I already know. So that way I'm not disappointed. And I take the precautions to protect myself to prevent things just like this. And I'm a better person for it, and I feel better, and I can hold my head high and make good decisions. So, guys, make good decisions. Love yourself first. And most of all, if you're going to do it, know what it is and take the proper precautions to prevent things like this from happening. If there's no life to the love, don't create a life, okay? Anyways, I'll talk to you later. And like, comment, and subscribe. Deuces.